Good morning, my loves. I am Fell in Love with Carly here with another 5 second rule for you this morning. And my 5 second rule goes as follows. I know you guys know by now. You can tell me we're not going to be eating anything off the ground. I would never ask you to do such a thing, but if you do, that's not my business, okay? 5 second rule is think about when you were a little person eating your snacks, you drop one, fell on the floor, ground. They said you had 5 seconds to pick it up and eat it before it was considered contaminated. You guys know I would never ask you to do anything. However, on this show, you got 5 seconds to receive the nuggets that I get from the creator, from me. Grab them things, hold on to them, write them down. Oh, excuse me, I don't care what you do, but just use those words to live by, in some kind of way, shape, or form. You guys know I gotta have my cup of coffee. And this morning I do have my cup of coffee. And it has you guys heard of the Rise coffee? It's the mushroom coffee. Well, I'm trying it today. It tastes okay. It doesn't have flavor for real. My hair is sticking up. It does not have flavor for real. It tastes like, I don't know. It smells great. So gotta add it to your coffee. Actually, I had some last night, so I'm cheating a little bit. So I knew what it tastes like before I got on the air this morning, but it tastes pretty good. Today is Friday. Listen, y'all. Today is Friday. My nephew made sure he reminded me that it's Friday the 13th. I was like, okay. Then they decided to go for a walk. Oh, it did not save. That sucks. Oh, it did not save. That sucks. Okay. All that work. Anywho, I wish I could remember it. It's 79923. Oh, whatever. I don't want to give the wrong number. Yeah, it's Friday the 13th, and so I went on a hike last night, or walked through the woods with family, and had a great time trying something different. But it's also October, and October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, even though it shouldn't be just a month, because it affects people every freaking day of their lives. Um, I am going to speak really quickly on domestic violence. Of course, I had the hotline up here, and apparently I didn't say it properly, but it's okay. I'll put it back up. I am having a workshop. It is not a domestic violence workshop, so I don't need you guys to think it's about domestic violence. It's not. It's about finding your true love. My workshop is about finding your true love. And it resonates with um, love. Love, finding your true love. How do you know you got your true love? How do you know it's not right for you? Are you ready to find true love? So, if you have not already registered for this workshop, this Sunday, October the 15th, get your tickets, reserve them. It is a webinar. So you can do it from the comfort of your home with your nice, cozy, comfy like this, and just roll up and say, okay, let's talk about it. You guys can just listen. It's for free. And I promise you, you're going to enjoy yourselves. Okay. It's going to be good. Also, um, I do want to talk about some quick signs of domestic violence. Okay. And I am going to be posting my little sticker, my little ribbon on my show for a couple of days in honor and in love of Amanda Williams, classmate of ours, Shaw High class of 95. And yeah, a very beautiful person who lost their lives in a domestic dispute this week. It's very heartbreaking to see that happen. Some more warning signs to um, identify domestic violence if you don't know what it is. Fear tactic is a very big thing with domestic violence. Make the person feel afraid of you. They don't want. If you feel afraid to talk to the person you're with, like even to take them a plate of food for dinner, or ask about finances, talk to them about sex, talk to them about money, and it evokes a spirit of fear in you. Odds are you're in a domestic violence type of situation. Your relationship is not healthy. Um, you have to look at that. If you want to be able to be open with your partner about everything, and whether you agree or disagree, it's okay to disagree in a relationship. You're two different people, two different walks of life. You have learned things that they may have not known. They may know more than you. It doesn't even matter. But it's all about growth, because you get together and you jail and you learn and you live this great life with this person. And if you can't have a conversation with them, or you're afraid, you feel like that in the inside when you go, when they walk in, or when you're on a phone call, I gotta go, girl, we got a phone. Something is not right. You can't go to girls' night without them. Like literally, like no. You pop up, it's girls' night, and your guy friend sitting there like, why? He got to be in control, right? Controlling, to be controlled is not healthy in a relationship. Give or take is a difference than just be in control. You can't wear your clothes. They have a problem with it. Why you gotta wear that? Some input is it's a different type of conversation. If it's cringeworthy, then it's cringeworthy. Mm. Too many people have guns right now. They don't need them. Too many people are emotionally unhealthy. There are so many different types of abuse, and emotional abuse is definitely one where you can't have a regular conversation. They say certain things to you that you just know are not right. You know that's not right. And you may have been raised in a household where people were so negative and constantly saying stuff to you about who you are not. And so you feel like that's the way a relationship is supposed to be. But newsflash, that's not a relationship. It's not supposed to be that way, and it's not supposed to hurt. And so now you have to change your narrative to figure out what it is you need to do to get out of that safely. And it's not just about getting out, but once you're out, you have to rewrite your own narrative. Rewrite your own narrative. Change your mind. Change the way you look at relationships to make sure that you can magnetize somebody that truly loves you, that you can truly love too. It's imperative that you learn your true value, and that you learn how to pick somebody that is good for you, not just good in the bed. See, some of y'all, that's the problem. You jump in the bed with somebody, they rock your world, and now you sitting up here in a bad relationship because the situation is good. You have to take the time to figure out who you're talking to. See those warning signs. Don't paint these red flags with white, and now they pink, and y'all like, oh, it ain't that bad. Cause what you don't know is when you marry somebody, they really show. Most men, I'm gonna say this, and I gotta go. I know I'm past my 5 minutes. I had a pastor. He told me, he said this, and I was married before. I'm divorced happily. I had a pastor that said, when you're dating a guy, you aren't only dating his representative. It's not till you marry that person that you really get to see the true them. Like, you say I do, the mask come off. This is who I really am. That's what they do. Now, it doesn't matter if you live with them for 10 years. It doesn't matter if you have had children. Men withhold a certain part about themselves that they just are not going to disclose until after you say I do. So if you see little small things that you're like, girl, I just don't like this, but he good and bad, but he do such and such for me, then odds are you marry this guy, you marry that fool, and you're going to be upset that you made the decision to marry somebody who wasn't worthy of your heart. Now you want to make it work because all your friends were at the wedding. You spent so much money. Your dress was beautiful. The food was amazing. And the cake was everything. So now you think you're supposed to wait because you don't want to be a failure. Only person you could fail is yourself when you don't let yourself live life that God intended on you to live. And go ahead and move forward in your own happiness. Put your happiness in front of everything else, okay? Not what somebody else is going to think, but choose you. Now, that's my 5-second rule for you this morning. Here, I can give you this though. If you have not already followed me, there you go. Follow me on all my platforms. All the information is right there. And don't forget to share me. Subscribe to that YouTube channel, my Twitch, Twitter, all of that. I'm Fell in Love with Carly everywhere. Well, you see what it says right there. And I'm Carly Davenport here on Facebook, but it's okay because you still know I'm Fell in Love with Carly. I love y'all. Now go and love yourselves for real this time. Stop playing with me. Bye.